Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Mike, coming to you from Health and Wealth. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. Really appreciate you being here and watching this video. I hope that it brings you some value and makes your day better. Just so we know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here for my entertainment and yours, and I hope that we're kind of on the same page with how we're all investing. If you're a Yieldmax investor, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to have a chit chat with you just to see how things have been going for you. What do you like? What do you not like? What do you love? What do you not love? And I just wanted to say thank you very much to the 376 of you who have chosen to smash that subscribe button. I'll flash those numbers up top here right now. Without you, I wouldn't have the motivation to continue this YouTube channel. So my goal here is to get to 1,000 subscribers, just like every YouTuber out there. So if you could be so kind, if you're not one of those 376, join the others and hit the subscribe button. But let's jump straight into it today. Today's video is going to be reviewing NVDY, how it's doing. We're Tuesday. Getting close to the end of the day here. I just wanted to kind of do a review with you. If it's going up, if it's going down, what's going on, why is it doing it? Let's go over that together. I'm going to jump straight into the website right here. I'm going to link the website down below for you. So if you want to take a look at the website, you've never done that before, feel free to do that. When you get here, we just simply go over top of our ETFs, and then you want to find NVDY, which is right there, and that'll get you to the page that I'm on right now. So NVDY's current distribution rate is 116%, which is outrageous, really, really high. It has gone up because the price of Nvidia and NVDY have gone down over the last few days here. So let's go ahead. We'll scroll down. I'm just going to scroll past the distributions. Over the first 4 months of me having NVDY, you can see the distributions I've got: $2.47, $2.56, $1.19, and $2.60 in dividends every single month. Now, NVDY is part one of my 6 pillars of income with Yieldmax ETFs, and so I am looking to get $500 Canadian a month from each of those pillars, adding up to $3,000 a month, give or take the month. Let's hopefully we give and we don't take going forward, but this month we're not too sure how it's going to go. We'll find out on the, I think it's the 7th. It could be the 6th of August. So that's when we're going to find out. So we'll scroll down here. We'll take a look at some of the information. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the first 2 lines up here. This is how we make money as investors in NVDY and Yieldmax. So the first 2 lines here is something that you don't see too often. So the first one up there says NVDY August 16th, 2024. And it says here a $127 put option. So this is a synthetic option. What the NVDY fund managers are trying to hope for is that NVDY itself goes above $127 before August the 16th. If it doesn't, then they're either going to have to purchase this or they're going to have to roll it to the next month or to be able to make money. So the only way we make money on these synthetic options is if the price of the underlying stock, so Nvidia, is above that number. So we want it to be above $127 right here, highlighting it in blue. That's the first one. Now, because Nvidia is having a sell-off, the fund managers here at Yieldmax's NVDY have created a second option here. And so what they did is they lowered that synthetic option down to $115, hoping that, again, before this time, September 20th, that the underlying stock NVIDIA is above that number. And if it is, then that's good for us. We make money on the synthetic option. If it's not a great thing because we don't make money on that synthetic option. What the fund managers will have to do is roll that synthetic option to a further date or just bite the bullet and pay the money, which of course is not going to be good for us income investors. So those are 2 things. We also noticed that we have a whole bunch of United States treasuries. I was taking a look through here because I don't really pay attention to those too much. Basically, how I think of those is like a high yield bank account. And this is where a lot of NVDY money is stored. And you can notice the dates here, November 15th, 20 2024. $248 million worth. And then we have April 15, 2025 and further dates, right? July 2025 and January all the way to 2026 there. So that's a lot of the money, and it's kept in these higher yield bank accounts, I call them. You can notice the interest rate sitting right here. They're a little more safe and secure. Those numbers do change as the interest rates go up and down as well. But again, it's not like a major money maker for us as income investors. Where we make our money is when the fund managers do a good job with the synthetic options and then the weekly calls. So let's talk about the weekly calls next. And I'm going to scroll all the way down. So there are 3 current weekly calls, it looks like. All ending August 2nd. It's the bottom 3 lines sitting right here. And let's see here. We have a call for 118, a call for 120, and a call for $122, all ending this Friday. We're looking good. Now, the goal is to stay underneath these calls. So the fund managers collected premium for all 3 of those transactions. So that's money in our pocket. If the underlying stock is above these numbers, 118, 120, 122, then we are going to be forced to either roll these calls to next week or 2 weeks from now, or we're forced to buy them back, which costs money. And so what we've noticed with Misty is another ETF, is that's happened a lot over the last few weeks here. But we're looking pretty good with NVDY because of the Nvidia sell-off. So I'm still pretty happy with my investment. I noticed here that NVIDIA itself has gone down quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to flash that on the screen next. I'm just going to move my face so it blocks my account number, and we'll check that out, okay? So first things first, before we really dive into this chart here, I am a Yieldmax investor. I'm looking to gain 6 pillars of income from Yieldmax. So currently I have 1.5 pillars completed. I'll flash one of the videos up here above of me talking about these pillars, but to narrow that down a little bit, my goal is to have 6 of these ETFs paying me $500 a month, bringing me to $3,000 a month in Canadian dollars in dividends every single month. That's the initial goal. From there, we're going to build that castle and we're going to take off from there. So 6 ETFs from Yieldmax. From there, we'll venture out to other ETFs out there. FEPI is looking really good. AIPI, don't quote me on that, but I've heard a lot of people talking about that recently as well. So that's my goal, and I'm glad you're here to kind of watch it happen. How am I going to make that goal happen? Less spending, more investing, and it's a pretty simple process. Just put as much money as I can into these ETFs as quickly as possible to be able to pull the dividends and live off of them. So my main pillar, my first pillar was NVDY, NVDY. And I've been really, really happy with it. I've had it for 4 or 5 months. It's already given me $2,000 in dividends, just a little bit more than that in that 4 or 5 months. So been very, very pleased with it. Nvidia has been an incredible company and is an incredible company. It has worked its way up here quite a bit, and over the last 2 or 3 days here, it has a bit of a sell-off. So I have that screen open right now. Nvidia is sitting over here. It's currently at 2:34 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon. I'm just on a break here at work. It's at $106.24. So pretty good, but I mean, it's high up here. Just 12 days ago was $135. So a bit of a sell-off here. It was to be expected. Everybody said it was getting a little high. It was getting a little overbought. I went and took a look at the RSI, which I'll flash what RSI means on the screen here. And it's looking pretty good on the RSI right now, 31 on the 1-day chart and just slightly higher on the 5-day, the 10-day, the 15-day chart. So not overbought anymore. But the rumors around the water cooler that I've heard going around is that a lot of people want to see the stock drop to $90 per share. And at that point, it would be a really good buying opportunity. Now, don't take that advice as something that I'm saying you should do. I'm just saying that's what I've heard. I'm not a financial expert at all. As you know, I'm just a guy on YouTube. And listen, I've followed people on YouTube before and definitely failed. So personally, I would never follow anybody else's advice on Facebook, on YouTube. We're just here for entertainment. I'm just simply sharing my story with you and just kind of going over what I see on the screen. Okay, just to make sure we're on the same page with that. So yeah, $106. If the rumors are true and it gets down to $90, that's a $16 drop, which is, pretty far down there. So this is the 1-year chart that I'm looking at right now. If you go to the 6-month chart, it looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? So it started off 6 months ago at $61. So it's roughly, $50 more right now. 3-month chart also looking pretty good here. 1-month chart, so all the way back to June 30th here, it's on its way down. 5-day chart definitely going to be on its way down here. And then just today itself, we're currently at a 4.79% drop, which is a massive number with a massive stock. So I went to see if I could find any reasons why this is happening other than it being overbought. And I went to Twitter and I went to bar chart here, and I noticed something pretty interesting. I just searched how many shares is Jensen Huang sold. And so I found, this is the very first tweet I found. Let me move my face out of the way here so you guys can read that a little bit better. CEO just sold $27.2 million worth of NVDY shares. He's now sold more than $450 million worth of shares over the last 6 weeks. So let's go back to that chart. I'm going to put this back up here, and hopefully it's covering up my my information there. Let's find out. Oh, almost. I'll have to blur that out after. But yeah, you can see here over the last 6 weeks, it said. So let's go to the 1-month chart. You can see that it has had a bit of a decline right around that point too. So yeah, definitely kind of pans out for sure. I've also opened up NVDY in Yieldmax's website. I'll link that in the first comment down below here. If you want to take a look at NVDY's ETF, you can definitely do that. It's pretty easy to find on the website. I definitely recommend that you go in and you do your own research and you search for this information yourself, so you become more educated on how to read this chart. If you're looking for somebody to kind of explain this chart every single day, there is an amazing YouTuber out there. The channel is called Retire on Dividends. Every single morning he reads out what the changes are on these charts, if there are any, and how they're performing compared to Nvidia, the underlying stock itself. So I'll scroll down here. We're still sitting here at a current distribution rate of 116%. I don't know or think that that's going to happen. I think that number is going to be lowered, but because the stock price of Nvidia is coming down, this price is going up a little bit. But when the X date comes up here, I believe on the 7th of August, we'll find out what kind of distribution rate we're getting. I don't think it's going to be as high as what we're used to. Speaking of what we're used to, let me just kind of zoom out here. Here's what we're used to. Pretty incredible. Like I said, that this is the reason I'm in here. I'm in here for those monthly dividends, right? So $2.47, $2.56, $1.19 over the last 3 months. Really, really good. Zoom out a little further here so you can see that information. There we go. And what I wanted to do is get down to the holdings and kind of go over those with you just a little bit here. So let's go do that next. So what we're looking at here is NVDY's price right now. This is the 1-month chart on NVDY. Like I said, I've had it for, I think it's almost 5 months now. So let's go to the 6-month chart here. You'll notice that 6 months ago it was trading at $25, so only $1 more than it is right now. And it looks like it got to a high of $31 on June 18th, so not too long ago. And since June 18th, we've had that sell-off that I've been talking about, and we're all the way down to right now at 2:48 p.m. Eastern, we're at $24.18. So not bad. So whenever Nvidia has a sell-off, NVDY will also have that sell-off. And so today, if I go to the one-day chart, we are down 5.06%. This can definitely change by the airing of this video or when you watch this video. But if we go look at Nvidia, we can take a look at its one-day chart here as well. And it has also sold basically the same 5.35% there. So we as NVIDIA holders have not seen the exact same sell-off that NVIDIA has, but it's really close, that's for sure. What's nice about this $105 is that if this does grow and we go back to our NVIDIA chart right here, we'll notice that we also have a lot of room to grow on the price of NVIDIA itself. So 118, 120, and 122 are our calls by this Friday. So if NVIDIA decides to climb, then we will also grow our share price there, which is nice. So I just wanted to give you a quick recap of this. Before you run, I wanted to, again, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you found this entertaining enough for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Again, without you, I wouldn't be here. I do have two goals now in mind. Goal number one is get to $3,000 a month Canadian as soon as possible, and also to get to 1,000 subscribers. Right now, I currently have 376, I believe was the last time I looked, and I'm blown away by that. So I really appreciate that. That's it for me today. I'm Mike at Health and Wealth. I hope you have a great day, and good luck with your investing. Bye for now.